So you think back to the start of Taylor and English, and you really kind of think about Marc and I's experience in-house together. As in-house counsel and buyers of legal services, we began to experience all those frustrations that exist with the pricing, with the service, with the attention and involvement of outside counsel, and thought about how our current firm was really working and felt like there was a better way and approach to deliver that kind of value to clients if you were going to be back in private practice. And I think that ultimately became the genesis of our ideas of how do you design and build a good firm that brings value to clients.
Yeah, I mean, I remember having countless conversations with you. You had recruited me to go to our in-house job, and it was eye-opening for both of us. You had been in-house, but for me, having never been in-house, it was an eye-opening experience about what is value, what do we value as consumers of legal, what do we value in terms of what we want from our lawyers, what do we value in terms of what we want ultimately when we are hiring. You know, all the various things we're talking about, we had countless conversations about this. And when we both decided to go back to our previous law firm, these ideas, which we had been talking about kind of in, just a concept, suddenly became really focused.
I was an early adapter to what was going on here because I could see that someone else didn't have to lose for me to win, if that makes sense.
It's not a zero-sum game.
Exactly right.
And Scott, that has been a key driver in the growth of the firm. Because not only do you have to have a model that sells a product that clients want to buy, in order to sell that product, you have to have the talent that can fulfill the order.
Right.
And having a real-time comp system that rewards you for your efforts and isn't a zero-sum game, right? Sharp elbows are not rewarded here. As you all remember, we have dealt with that issue only once or twice, but we dealt with it in a way that created a statement about what we believe is the appropriate way to behave among lawyers in this firm. But without that real-time comp system, without it being you understand exactly what you make for your efforts to the penny on a monthly basis, so we're not waiting to the end of the year, that has been, as much as anything, a catalyst in our growth from 4 lawyers the day we started to almost 200 professionals today, if you count the hub lawyers in Atlanta, the remote lawyers outside of Atlanta, and of course now our government affairs team of professionals, to get to almost 200 timekeepers with all of the supporting other professionals that allow us to do our job in less than 15 years. I mean, if I'm proud of anything, it's we've been able to tell people what we believe, we've been able to execute on it, and then we've been able to deliver the things we promised we would give and we would do to folks that worked with us. So when I look back, and I don't know about y'all, when I look back 15 years, did I think we would do this? Yes, I did believe we would do it. Did I believe we would be able to hold true to those fundamental values of are we driving values to our client, internal and external, at a way that manifests itself today? No, that was a doubt because most law firms don't allow you to do that. And so when I think about what I'm proud of, that is what I'm really proud of.
And to grow it organically too. I mean, this is not a model where we're going out and acquiring people. This is a model where we are attracting entrepreneurs, people who are willing to bet on themselves, and people who want to put their client first in what they're doing.
Yeah, I think the cooperativeness is a fundamental aspect of how success can best be achieved. In any practice of law, in fact, you look at any business that's successful, that is a mantra that they bring to their employees and to their working relationships with their clients. We made that a part of sort of the fundamental comp system, but more than that, we purposely structured in terms of how we were organizing our firm to make sure that we had all the essential practice disciplines covered and continue to grow them as we grew as a firm so that we could continue to directly deliver that value to client. And the cooperativeness then means that if I'm originating work through a particular client who's my relationship, but they may have employment matters that you're familiar with, or other matters that our attorneys do in intellectual property or other service areas. They're all incented to participate and get involved, and are going to deliver the best representation of those clients. Why? Because their income is driven by it, but more importantly, they're sharing in some of that origination, they're sharing in that success, and they're bringing the expertise that the client needs to bear. So it's a win-win-win.
Sure, and then the remote model, the ability to expand geographically, is the next natural evolution from that, and was important to all of us to do it in a way that did not result in additional overhead, which, as we know from places we've come from, too much overhead can really inhibit your ability to drive value to your clients, and that's what it's been all about. What's that flat partnership model that we've always talked about, that we did not want a few people at the top making obscene amounts of money that their clients don't even see in terms of what their risks are. And so for us, the three of us are sitting here, and it could be any of 150 of our professionals who take that risk every day with their clients and who understand how you draw value.
I think that's a fantastic point. I think you could take any three lawyers in our firm, have them sit here and have this conversation, and it would look something like the conversation we are having right now, because that's what we believe every day.